I'm going to talk about grip. Most instructors, most shooters, most guys that coach this kind of stuff use a bunch of different techniques. They use the concept of camming the wrist forward. They use the concept of applying pressure to the back of the grip. Push-pull, where you're pushing the back of the grip, pulling the front of the grip. The soft hands, pliable hands on both sides of the grip, all this stuff. Now, I'm not saying those techniques don't work, and I'm saying for the most part, they do work. But I think what's happening is most people are not realizing that they're putting emphasis on the wrong spots. The end result's working, but it's how we get to that point that's changing, or I'd like to change. So in this specific case, I'm clearing the gun, making sure it's clear. I'm using an Atlas Gunworks Hyperion. I know I put Titan in my description, but my Hyperion's here and it's much more convenient. When holding onto the gun, the goal is to make the gun not flip, right? So camming the wrist down is in theory a great idea, but how do you activate that tendon? How do you make that happen without constantly anticipating? Now, if you could do this and shoot in this manner, you could hold that and the gun would be strong. You wouldn't be able to move it because you already activated it. But when you're shooting normally and the gun's in this position, as hard as you want to cam it, I can't stop that wrist from moving. Now, most of you will say, well, that's a lot of pressure and the wrist didn't really move. That's true. It really did. I have big mitts. I have big hands. I shoot a lot. I'm relatively strong. It's not an issue. But I've seen shooters who have tiny hands, weak arms, control guns with the techniques I'm going to show you that you would never believe. You would say that's not even possible. So what's the absolute goal on shooting? The goal is to hold onto the gun, pull the trigger rapidly, and have the gun not recoil, or recoil with as minimal amount as possible, so that the gun just goes back on point. Perfect zeroing. To do that, you have to keep the gun stable. So we're going to talk about, in this little mini series of videos, the different stages of the grip. The next video we're going to cover is actually an introduction on the fist, how to make a punch, because it really does build onto our shooting platform. If you have the fundamentals on a good martial arts punch and you know how that punch works and you know what you're striking with and you know the concepts, then the next video would just be a revision for you. If you've never typed martial arts or any striking type deal other than boxing, boxing is a little different with the gloves, then this is going to be an eye-opener for you. It might give you an idea of how a lot of people do punches. If you disagree with my methods of punching and teaching all that stuff, then that's fine. I'm just using it for analogies purposes, and so far everybody that I've taught this grip or to punch seems to succeed with it. So I encourage you to PM me and let me know, if you've got some additional information. Let me know if there's something out there that I missed, and we'll go from there. Again, remember to like me on Instagram and follow me my YouTube channel. It's under my profile, and hopefully we can get some good video out for you. Look forward to seeing you on the shooting range.